episode of Financial Freeway. My name is David J. Attwood, the man rocking the Ray-Bans. And today it is a very, very foggy December day. We are Saturday, December 16th. We are just snowballing our way back down to Christmas Day. Thankfully, most of Christmas is taken care of, and we get it mostly under wraps, so to speak. We're just going off to my sister's place. She has a birthday on the 19th of December, and she is very, very much one of those people who absolutely hate anything to do with Christmas brought in to her birthday. Now that's fair. I personally, I'm a lover of Christmas, but my birthday's in fall, so it's all my stuff gets covered in orange and black and pumpkins, and that's fine. I don't care. I never had a problem with it. My birthdays are always have a Halloween theme to them. That's cool. But something about Christmas, and I think it comes from the fact that most people have a sister that had a birthday in spring, and they have their birthday in Christmas, and then they have a birthday gift given to them in say June, and then they have another birthday gift given to them at Christmas. Whereas the kid who's got their birthday in Christmas usually has a gift that's a twofer. It's, here you go, this is your birthday gift and your Christmas gift. Yay, way to save money. So it really gets into a child's psyche. So I think, number one, if you have a friend that has a birthday in or around the Christmas area, be cognizant of it, and don't give them birthday gifts wrapped in Christmas paper. And do not think it's funny, because everyone thinks it's funny, when you take a Christmas card and take a Sharpie and scratch out Merry Christmas and write in Happy Birthday. No kid around having their birthday around Christmas think that's hilarious. In fact, they take great umbrage with that. So just keep that in mind when you're going out and doing your birthday shopping for a friend who's got a birthday around Christmas time. The thing I want to talk about today is investing in collections. Now, I talk a lot about investing in real estate. I think real estate is one of the greatest investments you can make for a lot of reasons. And especially here on Vancouver Island, we're lucky because real estate consistently rises in value every year. There's a very desperate need for long-term housing for folks here. So if you are to get into the real estate market and are able to give someone a long-term home to rent, you are going to be doing really well for yourself. The government's going to help you. Sorry, they're not going to help you. I shouldn't say they're going to help you, because they never help you. They're not going to get in your way as much if you're going to be working on creating long-term housing for whatever reason. So they will kind of step out of your way versus get in your way with someone like when you're trying to open up a coffee shop or something of that nature. So creating that long-term housing is going to be a good thing. So that is one way to do it. However, we all know from my discussions before that it's hard to get into long-term housing. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of discipline, a lot of saving. On your way to getting your down payment for that first piece of property you want to get, what you're going to be able to do is start looking at saving money. Of course, we've talked about saving money, but here's the kicker. You're saving money, but you also want to put that money, you don't want to put it just simply in a bank account. You want to put it, where's this guy going? I got it, babe. You want to put it somewhere where there's gonna be value added to it. So one of the things you can do, which is really cool, is you're going to you can invest in things. So one of the things that I invest in, there's a few different things I invest in, and they're not your traditional investments. Like, you're not I don't, like, some people will say, well, you invest in the stock market, or you invest in a business. But some of the other things you can invest in, and this is something I take a great pride in, is investing in small little things. Like, if you are to buy, for instance, a watch, well, you can get a really high-end watch for $10,000. Instead of having to come up with $100,000 for an investment in real estate property, you can come up with $10,000 for an investment in a watch. Now, the watch is not going to rise in value super quick, but it can, depending on how good you are at buying and negotiating, it can, at the very minimum, maintain its value. So you can get a decent timepiece that maintains its value, and it's also something you can wear while you hang on to it, so you have some use out of it. You can enjoy it. Another thing I invest in is I invest in whiskeys. And we had a conversation. We had a party last night. A lot of people came over and they were very interested in my whiskey collection. So I'd go up and I'd show them what I have, and I explain the differences between the whiskeys and what it took to get them. My point is that you can invest in something that you actually really enjoy, and it's called collecting. And if you're smart about it, you can collect something really enjoyable, really fun. Like for me, I really enjoy collecting whiskeys, and I hang on to them. And when the time comes, I'm going to offload those and get a little bit of cash back for them. Minimum, they're going to keep up with the cost of inflation, because cost of an unopened bottle of whiskey today is going to be the same as it was. It's not going to raise in value, but like if I have a bottle of whiskey, say from XYZ, and I bought it 10 years ago and it cost me $20. Well, to buy that same bottle of whiskey XYZ today is going to cost $40. That bottle's worth $40. So it's kept up with the rate of inflation. So I can then take it over to someone who's looking for that bottle, and I could give it to them, and my money's kept up with inflation. So it's actually risen in value, which is a great way to save and protect your money. But my whole point is, if you look around your house right now, I guarantee there's something that you collect that you love. And if you really dive into it, you can start thinking, okay, I've always wanted to get this really expensive piece for this collection. Whether it's Lego or Star Wars memorabilia or whiskeys or watches or car parts, it doesn't matter. There's probably something you can get your hands on that's very, very high end, and you can negotiate getting it at a lower price and hang on to it while you're waiting to build and accumulate your wealth. When the time comes, you can then flip it to someone else who's in the same boat, who knows this. Now, how I do this is I go onto ChatGPT or any artificial intelligence. Like I think there's Google's got Bard or whatever it is. I can't get to Google up here in Canada for their AI, but I do use ChatGPT a lot. So you get onto your artificial intelligence and you just ask it, what are the 20 most desirable fill in the blanks of what you're looking for. So say you're looking for, what are the 20 most highly sought after Lego parts? And then you just put that on your list and you start going down and you look for those parts, and then you negotiate and you find out which ones you can negotiate down at a lower rate. And you would be surprised. I recently put an offer in on a watch that I was looking for. It's out of London, and I put an offer in that was considerably lower than the offer, than what they had on the auction site. And they came back and said no, but they countered my offer for a much higher price. And I said, nope, thank you very much, and walked away. What happened later is that he realized nobody else was bidding on this watch, so he came back to me with a more reasonable offer. So there is some negotiation there in certain aspects. Now, there's some things that are just so highly sought after that there's no need to negotiate. You just can't do it. But my point is that you could collect something, anything, to create a little bit of a tiny little micro investment strategy for yourself with something that you truly love, that you truly enjoy, that you're truly passionate about. I know people who collect cards, for Pete's sakes, playing cards. They collect all different types of playing cards, but you can use that as a business strategy. Right now, I found a whiskey that's very, very hard to get your hands on, and I was able to get it for a price of about $60. So we're going to pick it up right now today, and I'm going to put it into my collection. I'm going to hang on to it for a while, and when the time's right and someone comes a knocking, I'll be able to offer them that bottle for a slightly higher price, or maybe not even right now. Maybe it'll just be part of my collection, which I love looking at. I love just sitting in the library with the lights dim and just staring at my collection, because that's what collectors like to do. So the point is, you probably have something that you love, that you're passionate about, that you can actually start collecting and investing in. Check it out. Look around. My personal thought is you probably have about $10,000 worth of stuff in your house, or your apartment, where you can probably start that little bit of a collection with stuff you've already gotten and accumulated over the years. if you love it, there's a really good chance there's someone else on the planet that loves it as well. And because of that, you have now actually some sort of a starting of some sort of a collection, which could be used towards your building of your wealth. Thanks so much for watching. If you're watching me on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And if you haven't already, check out the website financialfreeway23.ca, financialfreeway23.ca. That's where all our resources are. We keep adding cool resources and links to other YouTube videos to help teach people how to get to that level of financial freedom, because that's our goal here. If you like what we're talking about, hit the thumbs up. Always love that. And above all, share the word. Let's get the word out there to our brothers and sisters out there so that everyone understands that they have an inalienable right to live a life of abundance. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. God bless.